Hello mga kaibigan, hello friends, ladies and gentlemen, it's Doc Cholo's vlog, and once again we are with Kali.xcercise episode. And I just had my warm-up, and today I want to show you how we use a knife. And you have seen me use the knife some time ago, and most of the time you see me using a bolo. Okay, this time I'm going to show you how we use a knife. Okay, a medium-sized knife. So we use the knife two ways. We hold the knife in two ways. Okay, one is the normal one. Okay, if you have your fist held like this and you hold your knife. Okay, that's how you hold the knife. Okay, that's the normal use. That's the normal way we handle a knife, where the sharp edge is pointing away from you. Okay, and the pointed end is facing upward. Okay, and you note that the knuckles are actually aligned with the sharp edge. The other way to handle a knife is this way. In the same way, okay, the second knuckles are aligned with the sharp edge, which is also pointed away from you. But the difference is that the pointed end faces the ground. Okay, and you have seen me use the knife this way, and we had a routine very similar to how we use the bolo. Okay, let me show you. Okay, when we use the bolo, we have the same moves as when we handle a knife like this. This is a medium-sized, medium-length knife. Okay, and we use the same moves. Okay, we use the same moves with the bolo. You see, the basic moves with the X, the horizontal, and the figure of 8. Okay, that's the same thing. But mind you, we always maintain that the sharp edge is always on the cutting side, which is away from you. Okay. Okay, and that's the difference on how we handle a stick and a sharp bladed instrument such as the knife. Okay, and we taught you about the basic moves, basic sequences of strikes and or blocks. Okay, okay, and we have the basic, and we had the triangle. Triangle is actually drawing a triangle in front of you. You have a normal upright triangle where the apex is on the up side standing. Okay, or we may use the inverted triangle where the base is up and it's upside down, the apex is down. Okay, that's how we draw a triangle. Okay, or you have the apex on top. You can use it, you can move your knife or the bladed weapon, whether you can do it downward, any which way, horizontal, right or left, or you can use it upward as long as you are forming a triangle. Okay, and you can as well do reciprocal movements with the left hand. Okay, pointing at it, at the direction. Okay, okay, you can use triangle. Okay, or the basic move. And we introduce to you the stab. Okay, the stab. Okay, you can have any combination of which. Okay, okay, so I guess you should be able to get what I mean in each and every move we make. Okay, and that's conventional uh, hold of a knife. Okay, that's the upright, but we still haven't taken up how we handle a knife. It's you will be able to see the difference. Okay, there's a big difference, and pardon me if you if you see my style different from the rest. Okay, and some teachers of Kali have a different way of striking with the knife in this type of hold. Okay, but let me show you. So just as a prelude to what I'm going to show you, I would say that the moves are basically the same, meaning to say that we still use the basic figures, the X, the horizontal, and the inverted eight, and the figure of 8, and we also use the upright triangle and the reverse triangle when we use the knife this way. Okay, and so let me show you. Okay, the basic concept of the moves when we use this. Okay, the basic concept is that we still use the same moves, which is X, horizontal, and the figure of 8. Okay, but then there's a difference. Okay, you will note that the concept of why the difference is because when we strike it, okay, there's a danger. There's a danger that the edge, the sharp tip of the knife will be in your direction. Okay, it's too close. Okay, so and I haven't seen a teacher teach about this. Okay, but this we took up when I was learning Kali long time ago, 1970s, I think. Okay, so this is how we do it those time, and I still recommend the way we handle a medium size. Okay, this way. So you will note that. Let me do it slowly. Okay, so when in doing the X pattern. Okay, the basic concept is that once it hits, okay, hypothetically, once it hits the target, it penetrates, and the way to take it away is to reverse the move. It's either you pull it this way or you reverse the move, okay, with an option. Okay, it penetrates, and to be able to take it away, it's either you remove it this way or you enlarge the wound by inverting and pulling it away or slashing it somehow. Okay, so the move is basically this way before you turn it to complete the X. Okay, so see, there is an element of body mechanics because you will note later on when we use a different direction, okay, that it is important for body dynamics to set in because you have to, like for example, we do the opposite one. Okay, when we hit it, it has to be dynamic. Okay, you have to change your stance. Okay, 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 that's the X. Okay, so the mechanics of the move from the X is something like this, and you release it, pulling the knife away. Okay, and the knife position will always be pointing away from you. Okay, and when you change direction, it goes up. Go the opposite direction. When it penetrates, okay, pull it out this way. Raise the knife and put it this way. Okay, so you see the mechanics of the X move. Okay, the X basic move X is different. Okay, so that's the basic move. Okay, and the horizontal. Okay, when you start from here, it's the same concept. You strike the armpit, parry, you strike the armpit, and you release it. Either you release it this way or you continue on. Okay, the target of horizontal is different because the target of the horizontal stabbing is actually the armpit or the lateral side, the lateral side of the trunk. Okay, okay, now with the figure of 8, it actually doesn't change much. Okay, the figure of 8 is same. Unfortunately, you cannot see the legs, but I'm constantly changing my leg position. The reason why is because there is a body mechanics to all the strike. Okay, let's show you how we do the exercise, the kali exercise, using this way of holding the knife. Okay, hold on. Okay, so this is the time to check our maximum heart rate. Okay, uh, the maximum heart rate is the maximum limit of how many beats per minute your heart can take, and it's a good healthy way to exercise. If you are a senior, or if you have any problem, then it would be good for you to estimate your maximum heart rate. Okay, if you can observe that I'm I am, you know, my breathing characteristic is affected, and the way I speak is also affected, and that's a sign that you are in the area of the maximum heart rate. My maximum heart rate is about 130 to 140, and I presume that at this point in time it's somewhere 130 per minute. Okay, in younger individual, the maximum heart rate is computed with a higher limit. Okay, so if you're a senior like me, okay, you have 200, okay, that's constant, minus your age. So for example, mine, okay, after a few minutes, you have noticed that I have recovered, and you can go on exercising again. Okay, so once your maximum heart rate is reached, the sign that you can see is that you seem to be hungry. There's air hunger, and you could not finish the entire sentence without breathing again. And that's a while ago when I started talking. But now I have recovered after a few seconds, maybe after 60 seconds or maybe 30 to 60 seconds, you should have recovered. Your heart rate goes down significantly, that you are able to regain back the way you talk, okay? And so I presume that my heart rate has gone down to about 100, maybe 110. Then slowly it goes down to normal, which is about 80, 75 to 80. Okay, that's my normal heart rate. After prolonged exercise, after resting, I usually have my resting heart rate is around 67, lower than 70, and that's because I exercise every day. Okay, so if you are young and you're following me, I thank you first of all. If you are a senior, you have 200 minus your age. Okay, so if you are like me, 70 years old, minus, okay, 200 minus 70, that's about 130, and an allowance of plus and minus 10. So that's about 130 to 140. And if it's in that area, then you should be experiencing some gasping for air, and you could not do a complete sentence by then. But now you can see that I have recovered. Okay, if you are young, you can compute it with 210 minus your age, and 200 to 210 is the constant, depending on whether you would want to take the lower limit or the higher limit. Okay, most adults usually get their maximum heart rate slightly higher. They could reach up to 170, 180, or maybe even they could take that higher number of beats per minute. So friends, I hope you can remember that we are going to take up the triangle again, and the triangle pattern, okay? And mind you, the principle is the same. So the concept is, okay, you draw a triangle. That's an upright triangle, okay? Apex in the upside, and the base is downside with the two sides on the right and left side, and the bottom side is down. That's the normal upright triangle, or you have the base up and the apex down, okay? Now, in contrast to when you use the slicing, okay, you have noted that if you use this upright handshake, upright position of the knife, we usually have a slicing action, okay? A slicing action. While if you use this, it's mostly stabbing, okay? So once you get the pattern of stabbing, stab. So the triangle, the landmark that you have will be stabbing at the apex, the point, okay? And you release, when you stab, you release it going to the opposite direction. And your point of impact would be the angles, okay? The apex, then the angles down below in the base, okay? Okay, that would be your target, okay? And the apex, okay? And the points, the angle, okay? Okay? And that would be, if you are going to draw it, you draw the point, and then you slide it and hit the angle, then hit the opposite angle, okay? That would be the base. Again, it's a body mechanic. You note that positioning is different, okay? So you have to change, okay? Now you can have the base on top, and in the same way, the point of impact would be the angles and the point below. You can have the point there, or you can have it forward, okay? Forehand or backhand side, okay? Okay, so that's about how we go doing this type of handling, okay? So now let's try to do the exercise sequence in all direction, okay? Hold on. Okay, so the upright triangle. Okay, so those are the sequences, and I hope you can practice this because it requires you being used to the direction flow when you use this kind of hold, okay? You using the basic, okay, hitting the neck, and you release it and recover the opposite direction with the pointed edge pointing the opponent, okay? You release it early, okay? Same is true with the triangle. Release it early, okay? Or the upright triangle. You can do which way, whatever direction, but mind you, the point of impact when you use this hold is are in the angle of the triangle. Okay. Meanwhile, if you use the upright position of the knife, you do it with a slash. And if you do a stab, it would be in this manner. Okay. The midline, the armpit strike, another armpit strike, the next strike with a slash, the next strike with a slash, and then that's the fight. Okay, so that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. Okay, and I had about 15 to 20 minutes starting for my warm-up, and then the lessons that I have given you and demonstrated to you on how has passed. Okay, and that's about 30 minutes of exercise. Thank you very much, and to those, okay, I'm nearing 500. I'm nearing 500 subscribers, and I just want to thank you. I think 425 subscribers in about 3.5 months, and that's good enough. Okay, and I'm so happy about. I hope you are enjoying those who have subscribed. I hope you are learning something out of the traditional kali, using the stick, the knife and the bare hands. Okay, I hope you're learning something out of the principles, the concept that I have been resurfacing and revisiting in my vlog, in this in YouTube vlog. So mind you, you probably can notice that there are differences with those who teach kali. Again, I'm saying uh, I'm no expert. Okay, that's what I can disclaim. I'm not an expert, and of course, if you are following me, then probably I hope you can learn. But I did this. Okay, the way I learned kali was hard knocks, meaning to say I was in the street as well, and fighting with sticks and knives a long time ago. Okay, so that's how it is, folks, and I hope you enjoyed today. Thank you very much, and please subscribe. And I hope you can gain something out of kali. Okay, out of the demonstration I give you. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.